Hi everybody, this is Armida from Divine Growth Coaching, and I am back with another video from my Wednesday Wisdom series, and I wanted to actually talk about forgiveness today. I think this is a really important topic, and I know this is one that a lot of my clients struggle with, and one of the reasons why I think sometimes in life we are not working to our best capacity because we're being held back emotionally by something that someone or something that has happened to us that we haven't fully let go because we haven't forgiven that issue. I know that this is something that, again, I've struggled with, my clients have struggled with, and I've really seen a lot of my clients transform when they've incorporated just this one little well, I don't want to say little because it's big. Sometimes we feel like when someone does something to us, that by forgiving them, we are letting them off the hook. And that's actually not the case. Just because you forgive someone doesn't mean that you're letting them off the hook. It doesn't even mean that you have to be friends with that person or that that person has to be in your life anymore. It just means that you free up that space for you to create. Because you see, when you're holding on to fear, when you're holding on to anger, when you're holding on to any negative emotions, it keeps your vibration down and it doesn't let you perform at your highest level. So when you forgive somebody, it's truly not for them, it's for you. And in order for you to forgive somebody, this is another thing, you don't have to talk directly to that person. You can meditate on it, you can close your eyes and envision that you're forgiving that person, see them in front of your eyes, and forgive them in that way. You can write a letter to that person. You don't have to give them the letter. I tell that to a lot of my clients. They're like, oh my God. I'm like, no, you don't have to give the person the letter. But it really does help free up that energy so that you can use that energy to create, to be inspired. Because what happens is when we're operating in negative energy and I don't want to say negative because I don't like to judge our feelings and our feelings, because I think that when we tend to judge ourselves and judge our feelings, it affects us. So I think it's just lower vibration, it doesn't allow you to kind of rise to the top. So when you take the time to forgive somebody and release somebody, you cut that energetic cord that's keeping you kind of floating at the bottom so that you can let yourself rise to the top, because that's when you're at your best. That's when you can create. That's when you can feel fulfilled. That's when you can be creative. And so I see that a lot of my clients, when they do this one little trick, it makes a huge difference in their lives just by doing this. And so I've seen so much success with them and with me as well, that it's something that it's usually done with each and every one of my clients. So I just wanted to remind you all that if you have any circumstances, any person that you feel has done you wrong, take the time, and really think about it. Hurt people hurt people. So when somebody hurts you, they're really coming from a place of fear and hurt themselves. So they usually are just projecting what they know. So it's really not them hurting you. It's just their perception of life, and they just don't know any better. And I know it doesn't change the fact that they hurt you, and you're definitely entitled to process those feelings and feel what you're feeling. You don't want to not process your emotions. You need to honor them, but at the same time you have to let go of the energetic cord so that you can move on, because if you hold on to that, it's gonna keep you stuck, and that's not what I want for you. So I'm gonna challenge you to write a list, sit down, do an inventory of the people or circumstances that you feel that you need to forgive. And it can even be yourself. I know that I've done a lot of forgiveness work on myself because I also feel that that's how you grow. And I've done a lot of things in my life that, weren't at that point something that I could say I'm proud of, but that's what's helped me grow, and that's what's helped me become who I am. And with my clients as well, I always tell them, think, what is it that you would like to forgive yourself? Because I think sometimes when we allow things to happen to us, we need to forgive the version of us that allowed those circumstances to happen to us, because we are not a victim of our circumstances. We are somehow, through our energetic signature, attracting things to us. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but that's how reality works. We are energetic beings, and usually what you put out is what you get back. So I would suggest for this week, take some time to yourself. You know, turn on a candle, put some light music, and really sit down and ask yourself, you know, who do I need to forgive? Sometimes we might not even know who that person is. What do I need to forgive? And just flow. Once you put, you know, you start writing and you put paper to pen, usually it will come to you. The answers will come to you if you just give into the process. Once you've done this, I always tell my clients, let it all out, release it, and then burn the letter. Because when you burn that letter, you're releasing that negativity and that energy that's keeping you and holding you back. And that's what you want to do. You want to use the energy to be the person you came here to be, to go back to your natural state, which is a happy, loving, you know, fulfilled, peaceful person. But if subconsciously you're being held back, you can't do that. So I hope this video helps a lot of you to let some circumstances and people go, let them off the hook. And again, just want to remind you all that just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that it didn't happen, and it does not mean that they are allowed back into your life. It just means that you're releasing that energy so that you can move on to something that's fulfilling. So I hope this video has helped you guys. If you have any comments, any suggestions for future videos, please leave it on the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.